What did you drink?
So I'm drinking, I don't know what vodka, but it's that, and strawberry Mio and some water, because before the water, I thought I was gonna die. It is really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
I tried some and I guessed it. I guessed exactly what it was.
Yes, he did.
I was like,
Right away.
yeah.
That's nice.
I was like, vodka strawberry juice.
Come on.
This makes me want to die. I want to die. Oh, it looks cute. It looks like some Kool-Aid.
It really
It
does.
looks like
Watermelon.
yeah.
Come
Ooh,
on.
that sounds good.
Okay.
With
Ooh.
some ice cubes. With some ice cubes.
Ooh.
On a summer day.
Ooh, and a cute little straw. Ooh.
78 degrees. Slight breeze.
Mm.
With the kids in the backyard minding their business. You minding your business.
Mm. Shortest shorts.
Okay.
Mid
The
thigh.
print is showing.
Upper mid
The
thigh.
white meat is showing on your leg. Because you ain't got that tan yet.
Yep.
Okay, come on.
Listen.
Okay.
And a crop top? No, not a crop top. Cut off. No. What it called? Tank top. Pal. That's
Tank
what
top.
tank top.
White beater.
Well, you don't condone that in this household.
Okay.
All right. So, it's been a minute. It's been a
It
minute,
has.
you know?
It feels like it's been like 2 months.
Because we busy. We're booked and we're busy. Yes. Speaking of being
Busybodies.
busy, okay, being busy, mind you. So, some great things have happened since the last podcast recording. Your boy is booked for we got a fashion show coming up April 6th. And then we got we got Sandfest popping off
Yes.
June 8th.
Okay.
Okay, what's popping? And then June 15th, we got Iowa City Pride. Your boy
Yes.
headlining.
Congratulations about that, by the way.
Thank you very much.
That'll
Be
All
awesome.
right, we'll get into that to you soon.
Okay.
And then July 6th, my best friend's birthday, Cedar Rapids Pride. Shout out to Demond. Oh yes. Oh yes, we are booked. We're busy. Something after that too. I
Oh.
forget what it is. But
Okay.
forgot to write it
I'll
down.
let you
know
know.
about that.
I'll let you know.
Okay,
It'll be something. Something always pops up.
something will pop up. And then I got vacation. Ooh, I'm excited.
Mm.
I'm going to Cozumel, Mexico,
Oh.
on an island. Semi-private resort, all inclusive.
Okay.
I'm about to get drunk.
Yes. Any activities planned, or is it just free for all?
It's just family time.
Okay.
Like I'm there to get darker, because I'll already be there from the summertime.
Okay.
So I'm there to get real dark. I'm excited, and then just enjoy my life. Like I feel I'm gonna feel like Jesus.
Yes.
He looked back at all his things and said it was good.
And it's
Period.
done.
Okay, that's on period.
Okay.
Listen,
I love that.
right?
Oh,
I'm
I hope
like-
you enjoy
Oh,
yourself.
I will.
Oh.
And it's nice because like it'll happen. It'll be the second weekend in September. So right as it could maybe start getting chilly,
Come
we in
on.
Cozumel.
Okay.
Don't mad at me.
I am.
I'm
And that's around my
excited.
birthday. I'm real mad at you.
Oh.
Okay.
Well.
Go ahead.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's lit over here.
Y'all, they sipping.
I just finished the bottle.
I finished the bottle.
Yeah. American honey. That shit good.
It's actually Malibu.
Mm.
That is so.
Most wanted.
Malibu is so delicious. I feel like Malibu.
It's good.
It is.
Good by itself.
You know, I feel like because Malibu is one of those like early introduced alcohols, when you was like,
It's that transitional.
Yeah.
Like when the person's like, "Oh, I never drank before," you'd be like, "Oh, okay," and you go to the aisle with the Malibu.
Right.
And then what's other shit that's in there? You got the. It used to be UV, but UV
Yeah, I
actually
was
is
gonna
low
say-
key like death.
but
Malibu.
That's all serious.
That's so true.
Facts.
Yeah.
You
And they
had
even worse than blue vomit. Like blue vomit, that shit.
I mean, like at
Right.
first, I
Nah,
mean,
cute.
I've been blessed to like have not vomited from drinking really.
Then you ain't truly been drunk before.
You don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real.
Because I've
'Cause
only been like 3 times.
The only
And
well,
I
this is the thing
have
though. The only reason why I didn't is because I knew that I had food in my system. I would much rather vomit straight like liquor than liquor and food.
That's
You
Yeah.
know?
I feel
I
like
agree with that.
But like back then, my tolerance was like slim to none, obviously, so it didn't take much.
Have you ever blacked out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've been
Yeah, I
there.
haven't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then you haven't even drunk before then.
Oh.
Well,
Truly.
you ain't shit.
Well,
Ah!
so there's 2 different types of blacking out though. Let's cover those.
Okay, let's go.
So one type is you blacked out, like you got knocked the fuck out. You woke up. What the fuck happened? I don't remember.
Right.
anything.
Hangover.
I don't remember who I was talking to. How would I get here? That's like the you blacked out.
Wow.
Then there's the
That's-
blackout, which is parts of the night. Like, I
That's-
remember talking to
that's
so and so.
Okay, so then I have.
Yeah.
It's actually called whiteout. Whiteout is when you're still functioning,
Like the
but
shit
you
at
don't
Office
remember
Max.
shit. Yeah.
White out.
Yeah. Blackout is when you just like fucking pass out on the floor and everybody's reporting
You're
at
right.
you.
You're right.
Come
It's a
on.
But we pro
See,
blackout
I got-
here, so we blackout.
Period.
That's on
Oh.
That's on God.
I browned out.
And
Yes.
podcast.
He said he browned out.
Yeah. I can stand you. You know what?
I'm brown too.
Y'all are hearing
Ain't
this.
no one really black though.
That's true.
Period.
Like
be
even the
honest.
no,
I'm
he's black.
Except
He might be black.
The filter made it black. No, wait.
It says that black and white filter.
That cameraman had one flashlight on his face. He was like, I'm trying to light this shit up.
Ha!
Bro, it was close.
he wasted like 5 rolls of film. Like, damn.
He said, fuck. Can you go develop these?
Okay, y'all.
Y'all
Y'all are hearing.
like,
That's Biggie Smalls, bro.
He's like, how I look.
Y'all are hearing these extra voices
Oh, I
in the
look,
room. Let me go on ahead and just introduce our guests because we are already just rolling. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than the founders, the CEOs, the end all be alls, young creatives in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, air horn.
Okay. So, young creatives, gentlemen, please introduce yourselves one by one. Go on ahead.
All right, this is Juan Gomez.
And I'm Riley Mobs.
Oh, yes. Together they are young creatives, and ladies and gentlemen, they are magical human beings. They really are. They're quite sickening. What's your signs?
I'm a Virgo.
That's why I found
Me
you.
too.
You too?
Yeah.
I'm a Cancer.
That's
what's
Virgo
up.
nation.
Okay.
We get it. Cancer.
So this is the
Okay,
funny
go
thing,
on.
y'all. This was really funny, actually. So my mother's a Cancer.
Mhm.
My best friend Demond is a Cancer, and Jacob's a Cancer.
Those are good people.
They're great people.
Some passionate people.
Right now, get this. My sun sign is Sagittarius. Okay, my rising and my moon are both Virgos. Aria's a Virgo.
Wait, what?
Juan's a Virgo. And Queen Mother is a Virgo. Beyonce.
Okay.
Now, I find Virgos the most sickening sign of all the signs because they are just some of the most grounded individuals. And they really take the time to like just overlook everything from all perspectives, and they're really able to give just amazing conversational feedback in really any situation. And they can really vibe and mold to, you know, where they're at, and I live for it. I really do.
Say that.
Okay. Now, cancers I also live for. I feel like people can't stand cancers.
They can't.
I see why.
They can't.
They can't.
They can't.
Ah,
I be so embarrassed when people do the little whatchamacallit on the Facebook on the your sign is
Okay, you be like, wow.
but
Let me
you
not
know
say shit.
but you know one thing that always makes me feel better is that Cancer is always in the great sex department.
That's true.
That's on facts.
That's
like
actually
every
really
single
true.
time you see like whoever drives you crazy in the bed, is
Right.
the Cancer sign is always in
Yeah.
there.
That
For
is
me,
Scorpio.
It ain't highlighted, but it's always in
For me,
there.
it's Cancer, Virgos,
That's
and
true.
Scorpios.
Virgos,
Period.
yeah.
I feel the same way.
Yes.
I
Yes.
feel the same way.
I'm a Sagittarius. I will not put myself in that top 3, top 5 category. I will not. I'm sickening.
I'm never gonna date a Gemini again.
Don't do.
Ooh. I've heard too many people say that out
Okay.
loud.
This
I
is the
dated
thing.
2 in a row. No. Mm-mm.
Geminis, as far as dating, no. But Geminis as people, just passing,
Yeah.
I live for.
They're great.
Okay.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh,
too.
Yeah, I
yeah,
live
that's
for it.
actually true.
But to date a Gemini, you have to be a specific human being.
You have to know that there's gonna be somebody else as well. If you're gonna date a Gemini,
What you mean?
it's not just you. Because Gemini just like love 2 different kinds. They love too many people.
These are facts.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
are facts.
They don't just love you. They love you and somebody else and somebody else.
Yeah.
And somebody else.
But like, I feel like Geminis still respect the fact that they're like with you. It's just they still show certain signs of things to other people.
Right.
But it's like to them, it's no big deal.
They said there's 2 people inside the Gemini.
Yes. Two-Face.
Okay.
That's fun.
Okay.
Now, see, I don't know much about the signs. I just know my sign because anytime someone talks about you, like okay, what am I
So
about?
okay, so first sign on the astrological I can't pronounce
Astronaut?
nothing.
I'm not saying we should get
almost
into
said
it.
astronaut.
I'm just letting y'all know where I'm at
Ooh.
mentally.
Ooh, I'm tired.
Oh my god. Okay.
Because that's a long. There's a whole college course on that shit. I ain't trying to.
No, there really is. It's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I know some like Tauruses are known to be stubborn.
Stubborn as hell.
Yeah, so I know
Aries
like
are
the basic vague, but I don't know who's the best match for. I don't know who's.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just know that Cancers are very, very crazy.
All I know is this.
Very loyal, but very crazy.
Yes, all I know is this. Everybody in this room right now is top 5 zodiac sign.
Very true.
Period. Top 5.
Very
now
true.
those fluctuate, but top 5.
Right.
Oh yeah. Almost definitely.
We're the best. Thank you.
Yes. And Cancers always get knocked for being emotional, but we need Cancers.
That part,
like,
right.
They're so. If we did not have Cancers on this earth.
And they also don't talk about the vagueness of the emotion, right? Because when I was younger, I used to think that being a Cancer, oh, you a bitch, because it was emotional. You be crying. And
right.
shit. Like, but the word emotional is very big. It's not just
very big.
Sad.
Right.
No, emotional meaning, oh, nigga, I'll knock your fucking head off.
Okay.
Like,
yes.
That emotion.
Passionate.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, like you don't understand me. Let me keep talking till you truly understand me.
Right.
I want you to feel how I feel right now.
And I really feel like Cancers
that's
are
that
able
Cancer
to captivate
shit. Yeah.
anybody through emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is super dope.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, I can't do that.
Because it's like, who's gonna...
Sagittarius don't give a damn. We don't care. We don't care.
We're more dependent on the love from another person.
Yes. Yes.
And we get more like we change if we don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, when we do have it, like we're the best types of people. Like that's the whole point. Like it's like don't cross me.
Isn't it weird how like that actually translates into people's personalities? Like what makes the fact that you're born in a certain time of year,
Yeah.
a certain rotation around the sun,
With the sun and
you have these
fire,
characteristics. Like that just makes me believe that there is like a higher power out there.
Absolutely.
100%.
They know what the hell they're doing too.
Okay. They really do.
They really do. And I live for it.
But then it gets me thinking: is it somewhat of a placebo effect? Are you guys familiar with the placebo effect?
I've heard of it
Yes.
If I tell myself for enough
that
I have red hair, eventually if I tell myself that,
Right, you'll believe it.
I'll believe it, and my follicles will start. Just like that's like the theory.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I found out about my personality before I knew about star signs. Like I didn't even know what a star sign was until like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
Oh.
And I started reading all these things, and I was like, oh yeah, that's how it's always been. That's me. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mine was blown.
Yeah.
Like
I said, the thing
To some people,
but for me, someone who gets in a lot of arguments, someone who's fought hella niggas growing up, people could if I said Taurus, people would be like, oh yeah. They would.
They really
You
would.
could definitely see me as a Taurus.
Yeah.
Like if anything, the last thing
What's
people guess
funny
is
is-
Cancer.
What's funny is
Even though it's the most accurate.
your rising
Wow.
or your moon probably could be Taurus.
Yeah,
why.
that's so
That's
true.
Like everyone's always
I
like,
always forget about the rising of the moon.
right.
Like,
Everyone's always like, oh, you're totally Virgo.
What about
And I'm like,
birthstones? Birthstones.
I believe mine's amethyst.
Mine's a pearl.
I feel like ours is looking like sapphire.
it's like I don't know, it's
What
like a
is it?
greenish color, isn't it, or something?
I feel like y'all's would be topaz.
No, it's not that.
It's not.
No, I've read it before.
I know.
just don't remember.
I looked it
was a
up,
long
and
time
it's something
ago.
that I wasn't too like fond of. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's that. Oh, okay.
Same. I did the same thing. I was like,
It's
okay,
something
it's a
ugly. It's like
birthstone.
some weird stone. I'm just like, oh, is that okay?
No.
Wait,
I'm not gonna share that with people.
Like, I don't really remember
Me
anything
and Bobby
special
straight
about it.
then.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Pearl, it's unbreakable, force through.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's cool, man.
Amethyst, that's the power stone.
Yes.
Y'all mad at me?
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's get into some things.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
Okay. So,
Come on.
Some of them things.
focusing on Young Creatives as a brand, as a unit. Okay. What purpose does Young Creatives serve?
Mm.
Mhm.
That's
Jumping in
You,
early.
your
I'll go
brand
first.
is-
I'll go first
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah. Are we okay? So are you? Before you answer, are we talking about like, what do you think like the company does or what like?
So yeah, the company Young Creatives.
Mm.
What purpose does that serve?
Tell them, Ron. Tell the people what we.
So my personal purpose for anything that I do, and this just comes like from me being such a critical person of myself, is to never create a bad product. Like I'm such a critical person in everything that I do. So no matter what, I always try to deliver on something and make sure that that is like as good as it can be.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a personal rule that I try to make every music video that I make better than the last.
Mm-hmm.
That's always so hard to do, but I always try to push myself like more and more to basically just not make anything bad because our names are attached to that.
Right.
This is our portfolio. These are our names behind everything that we do.
Mhm.
I'm not going to settle behind making a bad product.
Yeah.
And that's just me. I'm an artist at heart, trying to show the world like what I can do, and I'm just trying to make it the best thing I can do.
So piggybacking off of that, do you feel like with that there comes kind of a roadblocking challenge because of the kind of the plague of mediocrity that hangs over Iowa?
Yeah, oh yeah, I can definitely speak on that, especially because I was raised in Chicago. I come from such a big city,
Yeah.
and I like sort of like come to this like smaller town where like where pretty much everybody else overlooks. I sort of like that. I use that to push myself even more. Like, okay, yeah, I live in Iowa right now. Pretty much all my friends back in Chicago are kind of wondering what I'm doing right now. I kind of just like fell off the map. But with that being said, I try to use that to propel everything that I do to make it as best as it can be so people outside of Cedar Rapids can notice what we're doing.
Yeah. Kind of putting CR on the map.
Exactly.
I find that sick. And,
Yeah, I love
being
that.
the company that low-key single-handedly just pushes Cedar Rapids.
Yeah,
And that's
such a
what I
small
was.
town.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into.
Yeah.
Because he speak more from a personal standpoint. I'm gonna speak more from just an overall
Yeah, go for it.
Right.
standpoint. It's, to me, this company represents everything that every other company isn't, and it's young, it's new, it's fresh, it's personable. All those things wrapped into one. To me, it's one of those things that Iowa hasn't seen, isn't going to see until, obviously we influence people. I hope that, people see us, and then there is another, creative company out there that wants to spark some stuff. But to me, the purpose of the company is to literally knock the doors off of every bar status quo that's been put on Iowa, and what the bar is like, what is capable of Iowa, like what is the entertainment that comes out of Iowa, making sure that all those averages, like if it's a skill sheet, just making sure all those shits go up for Iowa in every department. And it's been a journey. It's obviously ups and downs. Like me and this motherfucker, sometimes we're like, bro, what's the next move? I'm just like so stressed out. Like sometimes I pace, and I'm like, okay. Like, you'll message me, you'll be like, oh, hey, bro, podcast. I'm like, nigga, he don't even know I'm planning 3 weddings and having, like, he's talking to someone that wants a wedding. I'm talking to another person who wants a wedding. I'm trying to make an album. He's trying to write the script to his next film. The film that we're filming after this next film.
Y'all already on next.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hardworking.
That's actually, yeah.
Grind time.
It's a secret project.
Okay.
What's funny is that we have, like, 2 other short films, like, pretty much concepts written.
That's
and then
right.
we have another movie that's, like,
Plot is sickening.
yeah, we have, it's a
Okay.
lot. It's a lot. And to wrap it up, like, that's kind of, like, the whole point. Like, why stop?
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
literally, no one's stopping us from doing anything. No one tells me when I have to wake up. No one tells me when I have to go to sleep.
Right.
I control my entire destiny at this point.
Right.
We both do. So if that's the case, we should create as much things as we can. And then if Young Creatives publishes them and it reaches the world, then that's what we need to do. Like, that's to me the whole point of the company in the first place, is to do things that we wouldn't be able to do without this company.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You feel like it's
Without
really
each other.
to also I feel like, because you mentioned staying young, the young creatives. I feel like with that probably we'd be, kind of being trendsetters, kind of staying ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Being the first to do it, being the first to be
Yeah,
able to
because like one day we'll be old.
Sure.
Of course. I'll
Right.
fucking be taking pills for something. And I won't be considered a young creative. Hopefully I'm still creative, but I won't be considered a young creative.
Right.
So I told him my whole vision moving forward was to eventually have us set up some locations on, he's from Chicago, so Chicago location. We've always talked about how we love the weather out in Seattle, so a Seattle location. We're going to England this summer, so an England location, like just a location where it's young creatives, and that means photography, video, music, anything that's creative in any type of fashion. These kids can go and have an outlet. And not to shit on any places like the Boys and Girls Club and Big Brother. And
Sure.
It's very one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to put someone with someone who's just supposed to pretty much babysit them and be a forced role model.
Yeah.
I would want to more so have it be set up in a way where, like, people don't feel forced. Like, Trayvon or Sarah or whoever the hell little kid wants to come in here, they want to be here because they want to make things.
Right.
And we make sure that they are keeping good with their home, making sure they're keeping good with schoolwork, making sure, like, that's, and I'm talking years from now.
That's like in-game.
Yeah, like, I'm legacy type shit. Like,
absolutely.
Because no one ever taught me how to book a rap show. No one ever taught me how to record ad libs. No one ever taught me how to hit up a manager, buy a beat. No one taught me anything about anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to be able to teach kids things. And hopefully I create someone way better than myself in the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then to kind of get off of the purpose of Young Creatives, let's go a little more individual. What do you believe your purpose on this earth is?
Ooh. You kind of said yours in a way.
A little bit.
But you told me today. You told me today.
But I've thought about this all the time.
You told me.
I feel like
yesterday.
I feel like my life will always be like to make art, you know, up until the point that I die.
Yeah.
Kind of shit.
Like
literally,
like bedridden. You'll still
no, like literally, like to the point, like I love art so much, and I feel like that's the only thing that's true to myself is art. Like I don't know, like I've like kind of delved into this question a lot. Like it's like, what is my purpose in life? And to be honest, like I don't know, like I live in my own mind a lot. I have my own imagination. I have a pretty dreamy personality. Sometimes I like daydream a lot. Like I don't pay attention. Like, you know, I just sort of like do whatever I want to do and kind of, you know, don't listen to what other people tell me I have to do. I just follow like my own inner compass.
Yeah.
And right now that's just like photography, painting,
Virgo.
making stories and films.
Oh yeah, I will say he's been on this painting shit lately, and he's literally been. It's so wild being with someone that you've known for the last 3 to 4 years, but then having a company for the last 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So you start to see the growth streamline.
Yeah.
Like literally, like last year, I didn't even see him paint ever. I mean, I knew he painted, but I never saw you paint. But now it's like this man will just be like, "Oh, I got a free 3 hours," and he'll paint some shit that I've never even seen him attempt to do. And I'm like,
wow.
yeah, no, it's great because it's like the growth. He talks about that shit all the time.
I see it in my head first before I put it out into the world, right?
Yeah.
So like I feel like everything's in my mind. I have so much stuff in my mind.
Yes.
And I feel like my purpose on this earth is to just take whatever I have up here,
create
and then make it into existence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
That's what I would feel like happy doing for the rest of my life, like no matter what.
And I'm not even gonna add any. I'm the exact same way, and that's like why I think us being so different still works.
Yeah.
Is because our ultimate purpose, something that transcends both of us.
Yeah.
We're lined up in that.
Exactly.
Like when I die, nothing matters except for that pen I put to paper, that frame that was in that shot, that track, that vocal that was on that track.
Like
those are the only
seriously,
things
like
that matter.
my biggest fear is death. Like that's like I get anxiety attacks because like of that. But the only thing that makes me come to acceptance about death is art.
Yeah.
And to me,
that sort of
just enters everything. Yes, like Da Vinci.
Yeah. Like do you think he had time to
filmmakers?
think about his death?
No,
He was designing bombs and planes and some of the first like mechanisms that the human race has ever seen to that caliber. Like, and obviously, these are big feats. These are Einstein, Da Vinci feats.
Sure.
But, like,
Right.
I think that's was wrong with a lot of our generation and just Americans and just humans in general. I think a lot of things have been created, so it kind of deters us from having new thoughts and new innovative thoughts. And I just, like I said, I agree with everything he's saying. It's pretty much the same for me. And then ultimately, just I have a huge satisfaction of like seeing people react to things that I do.
Yeah.
Not in an attention way, but in a way like I'm gonna create something. And
it's
I
like
hope,
ecstasy.
Yeah, and I hope they react to this the same way I reacted to the first time I saw Spider-Man, or the first time I listened to that J. Cole record when I was 13.
Come on, J.
Like I want to create those moments for people and be on the creating end of those. Like a 7-year-old right now is waiting in Omaha to see the new Young Creatives film. This might be the first film he remembers in his memory.
Yeah.
Very true.
Because, the first film you watched isn't the first film you remember in your mind. You might, 30 years from now, you might forget about that Mulan movie as much as it was impactful.
Yeah.
You might be like, oh, but the Toy Story, that was... Your memory changes, and influence change. So I just want to be a pillar in someone's life, like in as many people as I can, but definitely like one person's life, at least for them to be like, this changed
kind
me.
Of pick up the baton and
and that's,
carry it forward.
And that's ultimately, like, I see it happen to artists every day and people that I feel like don't contribute as much as the next, but if these people get that, I'm like
definitely
to feel what that feels like, even in the small setting of Cedar Rapids, like when we showed our visuals on your platform, on when you performed and stuff, like to see people sitting there like in a theater. That was the first time I'd ever seen some shit that we created in a theater.
Yeah,
and people are watching it, like they're commentating as you're fighting people. For the viewers that don't know, we did a a visual for Isaac's concert at the Cedar Rapids Library, and it pretty much was just a badass action sequence with him fighting,
Quite sick.
fight choreography, and it was amazing.
Shaking,
you guys can
quaking,
yeah, you guys can
neck breaking.
yeah, no, literally.
Like,
You guys can check that out on the Young Creatives page on Facebook. Young Creatives on the videos. It's Isaac Burris. He's shirtless with two broken sticks, beating the shit out of motherfuckers. You can't miss it. But for instance, that visual, I sat there next to Jordan Burgett and a couple other people. Jordan.
Right.
Good friend of mine, another very popular artist in the city.
Shout out to Jordan, man.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Yes.
To see him and other people just look at that shit in amazement, like, oh, like that shit happened here,
Right.
like, and they're the music's building and you about to crack dude's neck. They're like, oh no, he about to do it.
People were like, "Hey, oh my god,
Yeah, he started screaming. Yeah. So those that moment, right? That 7 seconds of adrenaline. I'll work 4 months to get that.
It was so worth it.
It's like the ultimate drug. It's like I'm a fiend for 3 months, and then I get this fucking plutonium fucking crack, and I'm just like, oh, for 10 seconds it is enough.
But what's
really
crazy is
is.
being a performer, being a creator, that's what you strive for. Is those countless hours.
That's it.
The time spent on so much stuff.
It's not for you.
It's not.
Yeah.
And as much as it does seem like it.
Mm-hmm.
When me and Juan step out, and they're like, oh, young creators, and people come up to take pictures, and it's that's what comes with the territory. But when we're creating. I tell him all the time, I want to make someone cry, bro. I don't even care about my own. I want to make someone else cry. I want to make someone feel something.
Being a creator is one of the most selfless professions on this earth. Oh, hello.
Oh, you pulled a me.
I pulled my blunt has orange juice on it.
Well,
hey, cushion orange juice.
I can't say
Wiz Khalifa would be proud.
You know what?
He would.
Okay, don't nobody call the police on us. Y'all better not. Okay.
They don't know where the fuck we at.
I was
I dare
thinking
you.
the same
Call
thing.
him.
I was
Call
about to say,
him. Call him.
where's the location?
Send them my IP address right now.
Right?
Was this on
How dare
SoundCloud?
you?
Adobe?
You cannot dare. There's some bold people up in this town. Listen.
I'll find a
Are
creative
there?
way to escape the handcuffs.
Hey, the CIA is listening to us.
I can stand. You know
Hey,
what?
They
Dave.
probably are though.
Ever since I saw
Kevin.
Snowden, oh my god.
What's up?
What's up, CIA?
Jake.
From State Farm.
Blake.
Yeah. But no, that's a good question though, because it's crazy because we ask ourselves those questions, and I'm glad we do because it makes me think that we're in it for the right reasons.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
if we didn't talk about that kind of stuff,
What
we
would
would
you
already
be
hit a
there
wall
for?
and been like,
And honestly, there's a
Right.
reason I ask these
Right.
questions too, because I often ask myself these questions,
Mhm.
and it really makes me think, and it kind of goes back to square one about, okay, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it,
Mhm.
and what's that purpose, because I feel like it's a reset.
Mm.
It's kind of one of those, okay, I press the button, there's a little bit of a clean slate, I can kind of start from scratch, and maybe me doing that will kind of take me back to here, and I'll be able to go further in what I need to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope that those questions might do that for y'all going forward, and creating things like y'all's movie,
Yes.
definitely.
the short
Movies.
films.
Y'all
Movies.
gonna say
Shit.
2 short
Wow.
films. One in the process, then the other one.
And one that you're in as of now.
Facts.
Already shot your scenes. We're gonna add some more scenes.
Okay, you do a couple of.
Yeah.
If we get into a fight scene, I'm gonna be.
Oh,
You
See, the
fight
thing is, I already know
scene.
you can do it. I've already seen you do the choreography. So
I think
That's
what's
very
crazy, but
Very
I
likely.
love. Thank God. Shout out to Markel.
yeah,
Shout out to Markel. He's in LA doing the thing.
Markel swole body ass.
Thick as hell.
It sounds like a G.I. Joe.
For real. Like he would. I did a move where
His neck has a neck.
his neck talk. Next to hey, I said, oh yeah. But no, there was a movie did where I had to block his wrists, and we were doing these types of moves. So it was very fluid.
Mm-hmm.
But over time, because I got very small forearms. They're just very boop dainty little things.
Yeah.
He got
Meaty.
my leg is his forearm. So it was brick. It was
It's
small
swole.
bricks hitting my arms. And I over time I was like, this is really starting to hurt.
I'm bruising.
I was. I woke up the
He was
next
actually
day.
hitting you kind of hard?
He was I told him make it as believable as possible. I
Right.
don't want this to look cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay. And then when he kicked me, the one take that actually was good. He kicked the hell out of me.
And I think that was halfway my fault because I believe I said, "Kick this nigga," because I was like, you be good, and I think that was
And
right
I was
around,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that was right around the time where we had worked with you a couple times, and this was the solidified time. I was like, okay, we now I think that was the day that we got to feel for Isaac.
Definitely.
We know how
we
shoots
were
with Isaac
very
go.
comfortable.
Yeah, because it was down
Definitely.
for the cause. We did a couple shoots of that. Then we did your first visual shoot, and then we did that shoot.
Yes.
And then I was like, Yeah, okay, now we have a firm. So when I was like, just kick him, it was because I already know that Isaac is just like us. He's going to do whatever he can do to make sure the best product is there.
Yeah.
If I
Because he watches that shit and realizes, damn, if I would have just had him kick me, it would have been better. He would have been like,
right.
mad as hell. Because you know you take that kick.
Yeah.
It's a kick, you know.
I had a little bit of a bruise on my chest, but it's okay.
Right.
It's gone now.
You've gotten bruises for way less. You see what I'm saying? You might get a bruise just walking out the tub. You didn't post nothing on the tub. You didn't get no
my chin
lights.
on my little,
So
my
true.
little bed night
Right?
thing. Do
Funny.
clip the corner real quick.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
On that ankle.
The little what's the little scooter where you like hop the
Where
scooter
is-
around and then smack your shin.
Oh,
Trigger.
Oh.
Trigger.
That's something that I like to talk about the fight choreography though.
Mhm.
I mean to change the subject. I made it something I was about to talk about with you.
The scooters.
Like,
Oh, no. That was a good segue. Low key.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on.
yeah.
I watch podcasts. I'm gonna let y'all know. I watch like the top 4 like podcast. Like I watch the Joe Rogan, Joe
Come on, top
Budden.
4.
Oh.
Fucking, I do this shit. Like that's why I was like when y'all was doing it the first time. I was like sending y'all questions,
Oh,
like making sure like
gotcha. Come
just in
on.
case y'all ever hit a wall. And not saying
I
he was,
figured.
but just in
He
case.
knew what he was doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I live for that.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Helping hand.
But I have a question. I have a question though, because we could talk about that. What is something that, because with the fight choreography, like that's something I've known my whole life, like the MMA shit and doing like
Sure.
martial arts and stuff. But I never really did it on film until like my first music video, and I was like, oh wait, I'm actually kind of good at this shit.
Yeah.
So that was something that like I put in the little side category in my brain. Like, let me just like get really good at this over time. It might not be something that directly affects every movie I do, but just let me like even if I just get to work with Jackie Chan on like some stunt shit like in the future, like
Dream.
that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But
A
like
dream.
you know, like I don't have to write the movie, but like something. So what's something that like is wouldn't say is like greater than yourself? You know, if I was like, oh, I want to make a song that sells millions, like okay,
Right.
well, everyone wants that.
Right.
Sure.
What's something that maybe you guys want to get really really good at? That's something that's not something that would really benefit you hella, but like just something that you want for you personally.
Oh, let's go
That's-
on the
that's
road
a
with
good
this one.
question.
I could start.
Do
Actually,
it.
I really
Yeah.
want to learn how to farm,
Okay.
like
Come on,
sustain
don't
my
get
own,
it.
like sustain my own ecosystem, like create things that
Definitely.
I ingest. I don't like. I reduce my carbon footprint. You know.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
talk about this all the time. Like I want to move to Japan when I'm like
Mhm.
60 and have a goat farm.
Sure.
Just learn how to live off the land. Truly, like I know how to plant stuff, but like I'm talking about like
That
the
is so
science,
you.
like
That
the
is so you.
yeah, like I want to learn that
I
shit.
love
You know,
that.
like I'd live in a tree. I wouldn't give a fuck. Like make it comfortable, obviously. Like,
Oh, right, right.
Make it actually like a clubhouse, you know,
Okay.
like a tree house.
Come on.
But just like farming, you know, like learn how to pasteurize milk, learn how to. And it's funny saying I want to learn how to farm and I'm in Iowa, but like I mean like the type of like exotic farming,
Yes.
No, yeah.
like breed rams or breed llamas or like that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
All
like,
right.
that's just something I was thinking about because I think it'd be a good escape
Yeah.
from like entertainment and
Yeah.
pleasing other people.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm,
Animals
I like
now become
that.
more important than you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
Yeah.
something that you don't. Shit, people don't even become more important than you sometimes in this business.
Facts.
You gotta put yourself first a lot of times. So it'd be nice to wake up and 10 to 30 goats for 4 hours and
Well,
smoke
what
a blunt
about
while
you?
I do it.
So like I journal a lot. Like I have like a journal that I write. I pretty much kept up with this since I was like 16, 17 years old.
Wow.
And
Is it like every day or like?
not every day, just like anytime something important comes to mind, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully, like I want like in the future, like if I have kids, if I had a kid or a daughter, I would want to like maybe like publish this journal and sort of like have the answers to life on this journal,
Oh.
so that way, if they have any questions about things that they don't understand, hopefully whatever I've gone through is the answer to that.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's dope.
I like that.
Yes. Hold
So
on.
just
I
get
don't
more on your
know.
journey.
Yeah, exactly. Just like
I'm
answers to shit, you
stressed.
know, about like love or struggle or
Yeah, we
like
deep over
purpose
here.
in life.
Okay.
No, I love
Yeah.
it.
Because
But like,
we're normally
I-
ready to like get a
That's
crack a joke or three. You know,
Okay.
y'all over here, y'all add this element. I don't
Okay.
live.
Oh, you know I'm a funny nigga too, but sometimes shit like
Facts.
yeah, like I
Y'all
get
got
inspired hearing people talk like how I'm talking. Like that's
Yeah.
like when I listen to Joe Budden or Joe Rogan, like I always get inspired by things I didn't expect someone to say. I rarely get inspired by the thing I expect someone to say.
Yes.
It's usually the thing you don't expect someone to say that
Throw
makes
you
you
off a little bit. You're like, oh,
yeah.
wait.
I like that.
That's so
yeah,
true.
because I'm just a sponge to this shit. Look, I just soak up everything, like soak everything. That's like I never took a class on how to learn anything. Like never
Sure.
I was in college for a little bit, but never really
Yeah.
cared about
Okay.
classes until like I really got to the point where I was like I want to own my own business and started paying attention to
Either that
business
or like
class.
I really want to get into sort of just like reading and like learning about stuff that I'm too lazy to learn because like I hate it.
educate
Yeah,
yourself.
educate myself. 'Cause, like, when I was in
actually
school,
educate,
when
not
I was
just
in
go to
school,
college.
when I was in
Yes.
school, I used to hate to read stuff that was assigned to me. I never did it.
Yeah.
Now I find myself reading because like I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Not if I'm told to read something I'm
But
not
that's the
gonna read.
beauty. That's what education
Yeah,
should
and
be.
now I feel like,
Yes.
okay,
That's the difference.
if I can read if I want to, like, I can literally pick up a book about any subject that I want to learn about, learn it, and then maybe, teach somebody else that
You go
maybe
from
doesn't.
novice to intermediate. Like
Exactly.
on a
Like,
subject, just from reading a book.
literally, like, you're only on this earth for a certain amount of time, so just use your brain to, like, find out whatever it is you want to do in life. And I feel like I can do that. I have the choice to do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously,
And you're gonna take it
sometimes
or
I choose like sleep 12 hours a day or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like I feel like like later on in the future I should probably like discipline myself a little bit more to like make the best out of my time here in terms of like knowledge and spreading that knowledge to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Be a vessel.
Oh,
Be more of a vessel.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's good. I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna start.
I don't know.
How about you, Aria?
I do read a lot. That's
Those
part
are
of
my
like my podcast. It's kind of like what I do. I
Low-key.
personally hate
Well, I needed like.
But I need a
things that may be like less than that you consider maybe not as great as maybe your other ambitions.
Yeah.
Something that maybe you could do passively for the next 30 years of your life and eventually reach your goal. Something that's not a pressing thing.
Okay.
But something that you want to eventually be very good at or very confident in yourself. By the time you die, just anything.
Honestly,
I literally.
Like most people would be like knitting, but see, like that's something. I
No,
could,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking like small. Like y'all answers was like.
I want to play piano. That's
well, it's not fair because I thought about that. It's a question I've thought about.
You
Oh, you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I've
True.
never
True.
thought about this.
I,
like,
honestly,
Well, because I want to live 3 lives. Right now, this is
Yeah.
my first. This is
Okay.
this is my glamour life. This is my entertainment. It's all about
Yeah.
me, my ego, my legacy, blah blah. Then my
Okay.
second life is gonna be my family life,
Okay.
and my third life will be my transcendence. It'll be my awakened life. It'll be my kids are gone. My wife is most likely with me. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
baby mama, whatever I got,
Oh,
it
okay.
don't matter. Right? And then that's gonna be my life that I live before I go to this next realm or whatever the next realm is. And that's so I think about like maybe that stage of your life, right? Where the next single don't really matter as much. The next tour, you can go anywhere you want in the world. Why does it matter? Your next movie, you've done action, you've done comedy, you've done drama, you've done everything. What else, right?
I would love to be good at playing piano. Like I've tried it
Just get
before.
crazy.
I've tried it before, and I've learned like a song or two, like pretty good. But then obviously over the years, if you don't practice it, I've forgotten it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I want to be really
That's
really
with
good at
everything,
piano.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's
love
just crazy.
keyboard.
Me
Yeah.
too. I'm trying to think because
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I
look at
love
this.
to feel that.
I
because I really want to learn how to play the harp. I think that's such.
Oh,
that's my
it's such an
favorite.
underrated
Wow.
fucking instrument.
That's my
It's so
favorite
crucial.
instrument.
Underrated as hell.
Oh, it is
Yes.
like.
Who
I can
was I
barely
watching
even
the other day?
describe
Who
it.
has it every single time they perform?
It was
Do
that
you
one,
remember?
that one girl that spilled the water on her in the concert.
Janae Aiko.
Yeah.
Janae,
Every single live set, she got that girl.
God.
She does.
Yes.
Oh, and she's so
She's
graceful
so
over it
sexy.
too.
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
Her voice
oh,
is a harp.
It is.
Like
It is.
there are instruments that match your actual
Yes.
pitch and tone.
Yes.
And if you find those, that's like the number one way to
Yes.
streamline your production.
That's why she.
I'm sure you know. I bet you horns are your thing. Horns and strings. maybe?
Horns, yeah, horns and violins.
Well, as soon as I heard the violin on the stripped version you did that song, I was
More
like,
specifically, the viola and cello.
Come on.
That's interesting. That's a good.
yeah.
That's a good point.
But I would say, for me, it would be to probably learn a couple of languages, but like not, but,
Yeah,
but not,
okay,
but not,
yeah.
but not ones that schools typically teach. Like I want to learn Korean really bad.
Mm.
I want to learn Korean really bad, and
It's
then
tricky one, but
it is. It looks very difficult, but I'm like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And then I want to learn Japanese too.
Yeah, I'm on that. You know me, I'm on that Japanese.
Okay,
as well.
come on.
But I consider that more a tangible goal for myself because I'm like already started doing it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. But no,
Yeah,
definitely.
That's me with German. Like,
German.
I learned German a little bit when I was a kid, because my granny, she used to live over there when she was younger, and so like she used to teach it to me, and I loved it. Like I used to stay up all night, like going over my notebook. Yeah, like
Wow.
wide ruled notebook, like letters, numbers, words and stuff, and phrases she told me, and I would just sit there.
I couldn't get
all
into it,
night.
but that's sickening.
Oh, I love it, and so I wish I could like pick that up again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I live for that.
Yeah. That's what I always wanted to. Because I know some people that would they would dream to be doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right? And it's crazy because I was that person 2 years ago. My biggest dreams was this.
Yeah.
And now it's so funny that now I'm here Now my dreams.
Now you're ready to like
Yeah.
And then with that, I always realize like if you make money your goal, if you make things that there aren't limits to your goal,
Mhm.
then you'll never reach it.
Yeah.
Because
So
if I
true.
say $1 million is my goal, when I get that million, 4 million is gonna be my goal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then 20 million, then 100.
Because numbers are infinite.
Numbers are infinite. Money is infinite. And if I spend half of that million, then I'm not at $1 million no more.
Right.
So I gotta-
And I gotta make
Right.
that back, right?
Mhm.
And so that's why I think when we talked about the art thing, just to me, money just equals art. Like even when I'm like getting in deposits from artists, I'm just like, oh, this is good, but it's mainly just good because that means we can fucking survive another 2 months without having to fucking
Yeah.
contemplate getting
You
a
can,
job.
you can
or-
also fund
So
the
true.
next dream
Yeah.
you have,
Mhm.
you know,
yeah,
the next project,
Mhm.
the next creative direction.
So
That's-
true.
yeah. That's what I think it's about. Just making sure that every time you have a chance to do something great, fucking do it. Like
Facts.
yeah, like sometimes I told him I'll be pacing because I'm just like, bro, I feel like is it really true that I have nothing to do right now? Like
Right.
is everything really in motion? And he's like, bro, yeah.
That's
I'm like,
literally me.
I'm like, but I don't believe it. I'm like, no,
Because,
there's
like,
no fucking
when
way
you're a
because
creator, you're so used to the feeling of being behind
the
and stressed
struggle,
sometimes.
the-
Yeah. So the minute something starts to feel comfortable, you're like,
Right.
this is something's amiss.
You're
Something
right.
doesn't feel
yeah.
appropriate.
Like the
Wow.
clothing line's going, the my music's like I'm recording still. Like,
Yeah.
everything's going. Sandfest is already in the books. Got the date planned.
Right.
Like what?
Right.
There's got to be something. There's got to be something. I'm waiting for
Ducks
just a
in a
piece of paper
row.
to
Wait a
fall
minute,
from the
what?
side. Like,
Right. It's
do
like,
this.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
I even asked him something. I'm like, bro, is there anything I can do?
Wow.
Like, well, because usually he
That's
has
hard working
editing.
though.
Like he usually has editing. Like
Yeah.
you know. So my biggest thing is if he's gonna be at this computer for 20 hours, you know what I'm saying, editing for the next day and a half, spread out, whatever.
Right.
I need to make sure as soon as he's done, I got the next book, I got the next job.
Yeah.
Because what am I doing while he's working?
Right.
That's how I feel sometimes, you know. And
I like that a lot.
because I understand his value and I need to understand my value, and
Right.
it's 50-50.
Mhm.
The moment it becomes
Creatives.
40-60 or 70-30 or 10-90 in any type of fucking way, that bothers me.
Yeah.
Because that makes me feel like I'm not doing what I need to do, or he's not doing what he needs to do, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. Just the company comes first in both of our minds, and I think
Mhm.
that's what truly makes us propel past people that get $1,000 investments and thousands of dollars and get clients like fucking GoDaddy and
Yeah.
Rockwell Collins and stuff like that. You know.
And there you go, young creatives, right there,
Okay.
and that's
Yes.
on period.
In a
Yes,
nutshell.
Okay. Do you have any questions for these gentlemen sitting in
I
front of us?
do.
You do. Oh, you know what, y'all.
And these questions are more on the fun side.
Okay, so we
Cool.
gonna switch it up on y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, we was deep as hell.
Okay, right. We hopped into it early.
We usually ain't this
People-
deep, but
okay,
this is
y'all.
family. This ain't even like
If you
a.
listen
right, we
now,
chilling.
y'all
My shoes off and shit.
You're listening.
They not.
All right, I
I wanna be like,
I feel like they is, bro.
Go on.
Okay.
It's not so
I want-
outside anymore.
I want y'all to
That's
comment. Leave a comment saying, did this influence you? If so, what part influenced you? What really
Yes.
kind of got you? What got your gears moving? What's got your mind in a more positive headspace?
Got your boat swaying.
Okay, or what's got your peach tip?
And what do you find? I'm curious too, as young creatives, if we could use your platform for a second.
For sure.
I would like to know if anyone could comment what they believe to be creativity, what they think the definition of creativity is,
Oh,
I
love
love
that.
and what you think would help you be more creative
Love that.
in your own personal life.
It's a good question.
Period.
I'd love to see that.
Mm.
Because as young creatives, eventually we're gonna expand. And
Yeah.
I'd love for him to have a team of fucking 40 photographers that are ready to go to Rome with him whenever he wants, or
Okay.
Japan, or I'd love to have 4 ADs,
Yes.
assistant directors that I can. You never know.
I live for that.
Sky's
Me too.
the limit.
It's the
So.
limit.
Oh, come on, young creatives.
Okay, this is sickening. First guest.
Oh, okay.
This sickening.
Oh, y'all gonna have to. They gonna have to look. Y'all
We
gonna have
live,
to follow
baby.
some legends.
Okay. No, the next one need to step your game up.
Okay.
But please.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I never knew we were so interesting.
Y'all are
Very.
sickening. Y'all are very
Very.
sickening.
Okay.
Well, let's see how interesting you are.
Okay.
Rhea.
All right.
Take
We'll
over,
start
bro.
off real light and easy.
You talking?
Not really any thinking.
Okay, go ahead.
Nope, they're for both of you. Come on. All right.
You can
first
answer
one.
first though.
First one. Okay. Got you.
But that's how the business works. I talk a lot. He shuts up and does the technical work, and I sell us.
Did you-
I'm
Live for that.
a whore, but it's okay.
You are a whore.
It's alright.
Well, that pertains to the first question. All
All right.
right.
Ooh.
So, are you single? Are you taken?
Mm.
Or are you rumping in the woods?
Me first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever you guys
Single as
want.
fuck now.
Ah!
This nigga, well, I'm about to.
So
Folks, pay attention.
I just got out of a relationship like a couple months ago.
Okay.
A few months ago. Well, yeah, it's been a while. But anyways, my mindset. I told him this like recently is I'm not trying to find love. I'm not trying to fall in love. Like I like the idea of love. Like I love the way it makes you feel, but it can also like bring a lot of pain, and with that, a lot of distraction. Ever since letting go of my ex, I have sort of like had like the clearest vision to this company and to my art that I've ever had. Right, like I'm so focused, and this is like my only priority right now. To me, like, girls just distract me, and in my mind, I'm not trying to, like, get married in the next, like, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you know? I want to, like, establish myself first before I settle down. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Other than that, like, I'm just going to get heartbroken, you know? I'm a hopeless romantic, you know? Why am I going to fall into that again if it's just going to distract me and, like, hurt me? Obviously, with that, a lot of inspiration does come from my pain. But... You know, I want to improve myself.
Get your heart broken again. Come on, next
podcast. Yeah, no. Plus, we're gonna go to England. We're gonna go to England in the fall. Then we're gonna move to Arizona eventually.
You're gonna fall in love with a quite Brit in it.
I have
throw the tallywhackers right on your shoulders.
I'm about to throw this spin at you. I'm about to throw this spin at you.
We're both single.
Yeah,
we're both single.
Yeah, single by choice.
Come on.
Yes.
For the purpose of creativity.
Definitely by choice.
Yes.
Definitely by choice.
Absolutely.
Okay. That was a cute, quick, easy question.
I'm trying to text back a girl every 10 minutes.
Next question.
Yeah. I'm trying to text back. I'm trying to get a deposit. She's trying to come over and chill.
You know what?
Let's see. Next question. What celebrity would you rate a perfect 10?
Perfect.
One celebrity.
Anybody.
I used to have a really big crush on Chloe Moretz when I was growing up.
Who's that? Wait a minute.
Chloe Moretz. That's the girl from...
We all said, who's that?
Chloe Moretz. She's a... What movie is she in?
Is she blonde?
Yeah, she's blonde. I have a thing for blondes, to be honest.
He likes blondes. Your ex was a blonde.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chloe.
Was she in If I Stay? Is that the movie?
I think so. No,
is that her?
Moretz.
Yeah. But,
Oh, wait.
I gotta see a picture.
Wait.
Do porn stars count?
Wait.
Yeah.
This girl?
All of them.
Celebrity.
Yeah.
All of them.
Really?
Let me see.
This one? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kick-Ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Perfect
Okay.
10.
So for viewers, Juan had a big crush on the lead actress from Kick-Ass, the superhero movie, the blonde girl. Chloe
Okay,
Moretz.
yes.
She was
I
like
see that
singing.
movie.
because like at
She's
the time,
cute.
because Kick-Ass was actually the film that made me get into filmmaking. I was like, man, eventually, and I was like fantasizing when I was like 14, 15 years old. Man, eventually I want to be making movies in Hollywood. I want to talk to this girl and be like, hey, you know, what's up? You know,
What's up?
Come on, fantasize. Riley, what about you?
Oh man, there's so many 10s, but I feel like
I know
I'm misled though because I'm supposed to think they're 10s because they're celebrities. So I'm supposed to be like, oh, you're a 10. But like if I saw you like on the street, would you be a 10?
Oh, see, yeah, I don't think that.
A 10 for me is changed
you
now.
6.
Deadass, like a 10 for me is changed now. Like deadass, like a 10 for me is no longer just looks.
Well, that's how I look at it too.
I attribute one of the points to the 10 to being like personality.
Mm-hmm.
So like say you would knock out. You
it is,
you a 10,
talking about
but you're still a
looks.
9. Like if you're a 10, perfect 10, you're still a 9.
Right,
we're being
like J-Lo is a 10.
Right, yeah, look. We're just gonna go.
We being shallow.
Yeah.
Be shallow.
You should have told me it was
Strictly
looks. Be shallow.
You should strictly looks.
Porn stars do count.
Give me a race first off. Let me just
Black.
Ooh.
Okay, come on. Be sick.
Low key. Being Mary Jane.
Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
And Dwayne Wade done fucked up because
I live for Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, she don't deserve that. He cheated on her and I treat her right.
Gabrielle
Okay,
Union.
you hear
I
that,
put her in my next
Gabrielle?
movie too. Shit.
Gabrielle,
if you're
Definitely
listening,
an
you are a
actress.
Beautiful woman.
Definitely an actress.
Yes.
I like
act.
Yeah.
Oh, she can act.
Yeah, she can.
I used to be big on R&B
amazing.
singers. I used to be like Rihanna, Nicki, Beyonce when I was younger, but now it's like actresses. I feel like that's the true like.
I saw
to be
Beyonce
able to
live,
just
so I'm saying
completely
Beyonce.
switch up.
Got me fucked up.
Yeah.
So please.
Perfect 10. I'll say Rihanna. Rihanna's a perfect 10.
Rihanna's a 10.
That's all I
You know what it is about Rihanna? Her voice. Her
think
voice
so?
is so
When she speaks,
transic.
it's
It's so
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, look.
And
I
the
keep
reason I
forgetting
say
about her
that-
accent
Meg
sometimes.
Victorious.
Yeah, because she has that slight Barbados. She got that slight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw her commercial, that Fenty commercial. Y'all been seeing that commercial?
Yeah.
She's like, I just got my new line, Fenty, and I'm like, damn, her voice like fucking butter, G. Let's
Okay.
She's butter. I feel
melt
like
on my
she's
shit.
perfect.
Well, right there.
I take a bath. I just melt her. Just take a bath in Rihanna. Just
Next
pour-
question now.
All right.
She good.
drink the sunlight off her skin.
All right.
I wanna massage your back until your lips sing songs that you're.
Next
Oh my God. Let's see. You guys got your phones handy?
Dead.
All right. Next question.
What was the question?
What's the phone? What's the question?
What's the last text you sent?
Oh, I remember that. It was probably pulling up to Isaac.
Okay.
I don't remember mine.
I'll go back.
It was probably to me too. Let me get it to you.
I don't know what
I
that
think
is.
so. I think it might have been, yeah.
It probably was.
I was pretty busy today.
Cool. Let's aim for 11:30 just in case, but I'm down.
Yeah.
Boom.
Let me turn my shit on. I think I got like 2%.
I think we did get here on
Good
11:30, exactly.
Like maybe right before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, while you're looking for that, let's see. If you could steal credit for any great piece of art, like song, book, anything, movie,
Oh my God.
painting, what would you
Oh my fucking.
take credit for?
That's probably the best question I've been asked in my entire life.
Yeah, seriously.
Really?
I've never been
Because
asked that.
it's two questions. That's lit. That's lit because it's two questions.
Mhm.
It's what's your most inspiration? Because that's probably what you want to steal, right? The thing that inspired you most.
Yeah.
And then it's also,
What's your favorite?
Yeah.
Like, kind of.
Oh my god.
So me and this motherfucker are very well versed in art. Like
Okay.
every
Yes.
type of medium. Let's go through every medium.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go through
That-
every
that's
fucking
good.
medium.
Music
Yeah,
video, film, maybe like some like
Yeah,
music,
pin
okay,
three.
so music
The three.
video, movie,
Yeah.
painting,
Okay.
song.
Yeah.
So,
Four, okay.
We'll be
Four.
responsible for whichever one.
Okay.
Like, you can be responsible for
First one, music video. Go.
Michael Jackson Thriller.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes! Yes.
Okay, well, you're obviously better than me no matter what. So,
Okay.
All right, second best.
Okay.
I just get you
I
now.
love that music video so much, man.
No, yeah, that's iconic. Iconic.
I hate
Suck.
you. I hate you so much.
If y'all can see their face right now.
Okay.
I was like, y'all can fuck with me.
I do hate you though.
That's what happens when you
I can
Okay,
go
okay,
first.
okay. The black and white music video to the song, the Take On Me.
Oh,
Take on me.
Oh.
Like the
Yeah.
comic where
Where's
it's
it
like,
drawing?
they're all cartoons.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay, and that's a classic.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I was
Like,
at first
yeah.
I'm like, wait, what?
That was played at proms.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone,
Because it was ahead of its time. If we watched it now, you'd be like, oh, that's pretty standard. But like at the time, in the early
Yeah.
80s, that shit was
the impact.
that
Yeah.
was as creative as you could be.
Yes.
Like that was the epitome
I
of
love that.
Mhm.
What was the next one? What was the
Movie.
next movie? Okay, movie.
Ooh.
I'd probably say Suspiria, 1977. It's a horror film
Okay.
from the 70s.
Yeah.
It's by this Italian director, and it's really, really experimental. Right, a lot of like neon lighting, and it's my favorite horror film. I love horror movies.
Mm.
I wish I saw that film and I just saw so much of myself in it. I was like, man, I wish I could have done that. I want to aim to do that.
That's dope.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh.
Suspiria, yeah,
They
check it
need
out.
to
Great
know.
film.
Okay, these
The
some good answers.
soundtrack, so beautiful.
Yes, that's one thing too. If every single great movie has a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Movie, and Juan's taught me this the more we've been doing this. Film and music are very synonymous. Like
They are.
you can't have a bad song during a great scene and it be a
No.
great scene still.
Right.
It
So
just doesn't
true.
work. So on that note, I will go with one of the best villain performances in the history of film
Ooh.
with The Dark Knight Rises, Heath Ledger,
Come
the
on.
Joker.
Come on.
I've heard nothing but
Okay.
interviews from actors that were able to work on that set,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they talk about it being, and these are Michael J. White, martial arts artists,
Right. Iconic people.
Christian
Yeah.
Bale, like these are people that definitely have experience in the industry, and they're saying that was their favorite set of all time. So,
That is
Wow.
incredible.
and I believe one of our strong suits is creating a fun set.
Mm-hmm.
So if they made a fun set, I think us with those resources
Y'all had an
would make
extra
an even
stay on
funner
set.
set.
Yeah.
So definitely Dark Knight Rises, because that's also my favorite movie of all time. Period. Like the color in that, and
Be good. Be good. Thank you, though.
speak for yourself. Let me get a
Wait,
shot.
what was that?
Oh my
That was alcohol. He said.
Can I have some?
A little intermittent break for a little lick,
Yes.
little sip, sip
Oh my god,
to death.
my alcohol senses are tingling.
But yes, The Dark Knight Rises. I feel like that was
Oh my
that shit. Like making this superhero movie that we're making right now. I watch The Dark Knight at least every day for like 3 months.
Told you.
Ask this motherfucker. He was probably mad as hell.
You okay? You gonna make it?
No, I love it. No, it's great.
Oh.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
sure?
I more so got
Your
kind
face- your
of.
face
I
is
more
so
so.
up.
I more so got
He
kind
was
of
like-
upset when you were playing Sam Smith all the time
because
because like at the time I was going through that breakup and it made me sad. I was like, fuck man,
Yeah.
Wait,
See,
what?
it sucks because like he was going through a breakup,
And you were playing Sam Smith.
but it was also during the moment when I was like, for my album, I was like, I
You
can't
needed
listen to any rap.
You needed
I
it.
need to listen to.
You needed to cry a couple times.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So we had music video, movie.
Song.
Was it song and then painting, or was it something else?
Painting
Yeah.
song, yeah,
Yeah,
painting
painting
song.
Okay, come on. Let's
Which
do
one first?
Painting.
Ooh.
Switch up.
That's a
bit.
good.
You want
I'm
me to go
excited
first
for
or
this.
something?
Yeah, go first.
I almost want to pull it up just so you guys know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Sure.
It's it's very famous, but I forgot the name. If I type in what's on it, it'll.
I feel like a lot of people don't know names of
so for
art
podcast,
pieces. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not that familiar with paintings.
Mhm.
I need to do my research more.
Me
But
too.
this is more of a generic one. Like this isn't my 100% answer, but I'd probably say the Mona Lisa.
Come on, Mona.
The Mona Lisa because it's at the end of the day it's a portrait, right? So it was a photograph before photographs were invented.
Yeah.
You know, you try to
So
capture
true.
the best angle from somebody, and to have that to have somebody sit there for hours on end,
Just
getting that perfect angle, getting the perfect shading,
I
right?
know her cheeks hurt.
Okay.
Her
Yeah.
cheeks were hurting.
All that,
Yeah.
yeah. And then having that transcend as like a beauty standard until this day,
Yes.
like that,
Mm.
that's great.
And now we got some
Beautiful.
modern day Mona Lisa with better features. Shout out to J and B on set.
Yeah. I couldn't find the painting, but could we go with just works of art? Period.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
Sculpture, painting.
Yeah,
that kind of
come
shit.
on, Marvel.
Let's do that. I would honestly do St. Peter's Basilica.
Basilica.
It's
Okay.
the architecture. It's the dome. Okay, so
Is that the one with the guy that's
in
like
Rome?
this? The
St.
painting?
Peter's Basilica is a fucking
Oh, it's a structure.
Building.
It's a building.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
church. It's the biggest church in Rome.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, I was about to
know
say
that.
that.
Leonardo
Now
da
I know
Vinci,
what
the
you're
Sistine Chapel is painted on the roof of it.
Yeah, that one.
The
Now I
Sistine
know
Chapel
what
was painted
you're
by
talking
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes.
And so this is really cool. Like I actually minored in art history, so I actually can give you guys a little knowledge. Real
Okay,
quick.
Come on,
So-
knowledge.
So St. Peter's Basilica was made in like the early 1600s, and it was made with like stone brick and some other things. But it was mainly made by Michelangelo. He made the structure. The dome was made by Donatello and Leonardo. They teamed up on that. So that
Come on,
structure
brothers.
is actually made by three of it's arguably the best artistic collab in the history of art.
Wow.
Because you got Michael, Donatello, Leonardo.
They named them. I
Turtles.
sound
Come
so
on,
stupid
Ninja
for saying
Turtles.
this. Yeah, but I didn't know that they named the Ninja Turtles after actual.
You did?
Like,
Yeah.
You just found that out like right
Yeah.
now.
And did you know
Raphael.
that the I'm
I
about
looked it
I'm about
up.
to really blow your motherfuckers' mind. Did you know that the wraps that they use on each turtle is actually the base color that every artist preferred to paint with?
What? That's beautiful.
I'm out.
That's
I'm leaving.
beautiful.
We're quitting.
Yeah.
That literally was like.
Yeah.
Wow, they're so underrated
Yeah.
for that.
And.
Because every single one of these artists went to the school of the Medici family.
Uh-huh.
The Medici family was a very, 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 very rich, powerful family in Rome and in Italy and all those places. And they spread out and they would find schools to commission artists to do work. So like Leonardo da Vinci, you paint amazing works here. You never got to pay for food again, never have to pay for room and board again. But every painting you do for
Hell
the next
yeah.
20 years, we own.
That's amazing.
Wow.
And the Medici family actually reconciled and was able to like part ways with a lot of like negative art dealers, and they became like the premier art dealer in like all of Italy.
Wow.
And yeah,
That's
there's
the
there's a
best.
documentary on the Medici family on Netflix, and I would strongly urge anyone who's a painter or any type of artistic definitely watch that shit so you can
That's so
see.
sickening.
like-
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And these are people that long before us.
Right.
And these are people that knew what the value of art was.
Yeah.
They were paying people equivalent to like millions of dollars now, making them. They would host parties around paintings, bro. Like. Like, and it's so crazy to think we're so
Wow.
much culture
What's
now.
crazy is, like-
no. We were so much more
What's
culture
amazing
then.
is like
Yeah.
I love
Paintings
that.
mattered
like,
more then.
I love that though because it really like sets in motion the validity of art. I feel like art nowadays is so taken for granted,
Mhm.
and especially in music,
Mhm.
Yeah.
hip hop especially. I feel like that specific genre of music is so just like okay, well,
Meh.
Sheldon, all right, okay,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I really feel like
Because it's a money game.
It
It's
is.
not. It's not
I
about
really feel
passion.
like being able to host a listening party,
Yeah.
a music video party, a painting party, like to just admire
Mhm.
the art, have your cocktail hour, and then showcase what it is. Like that
Yeah.
is
Mhm.
so.
Soak it in.
There's a reality to it.
Yeah. Opposed to doing it at a studio when you're trying to sell pieces.
Exactly.
Right. This is someone who already bought the piece. This
Right.
isn't for sale.
Yeah.
This is not
Yeah.
for sale. This is just so you can enjoy it.
And
Because
it's
I could lock this in my
appreciate-
closet and have no one see it
and
ever.
it's-
because I
and-
own
and,
it.
like,
But
It's not a personal flex. It's a let's just
Yeah.
admire what's in front of us.
Yeah.
I have it, sure, but like forget that. You
Right.
know,
Back
we
before
could
cars, before that
Exactly.
these types of jewelries and
Right.
stuff. That was how you showed your importance to the world. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even like if you painted it, cool. But if you owned it, wow, you're an important family. You're
Yeah.
doing a lot by letting us see this painting. Like that was
Yeah.
that was the thing. Like now it's
was.
like there's pictures. Everyone's a photographer. Everyone can paint something.
Yeah.
Paintings aren't as special. Physical art just isn't as special.
Facts.
That's so true.
Yeah, digital art.
Digital art, yeah. Which has its own lane. I
It
love it.
does.
We wouldn't have a company if it wasn't for digital art.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like people tend to lose the rusticness, like the true core of what
The
these
base,
things were
yeah.
supposed to be in the first place.
Especially in music, child.
true.
Yeah, like you
With
can literally
that-
go back to paintings and like if you're wondering what color scheme you should use for a music video, you can really go back to paintings, bro. Just look at the first color schemes ever used. Look at the first uses of like browns and coppers and greens. Like look at that whole mix.
Yeah.
It gets amazing if you really just study that shit for a little bit. You can really excel yourself.
Facts. All right, last one. What about song? If you were to,
Song, it's so hard, man.
It is. But I believe it.
So let's say you'll be responsible for producing, writing, everything. This song didn't happen without
Singing.
you.
Okay. Like,
This answer changes as I sort of age and go through time because I have different favorite songs throughout
Well,
different
sure.
Different generations
Yeah.
of your life. Yeah, of
I
course.
swear, I always say top 10 for me when
Okay.
people ask my favorite, so I feel that.
Okay, I'd probably say "Big Time" by Peter Gabriel.
Ooh.
It's a song.
Big time.
It's a big song that at the end, his
Yeah.
personal message is just succeed in life and to get out of his small town and go to New York and follow his dreams. I love the bass line in it, the instrumental is beautiful, it moves me all the time. The lyrics are so jumpy and
Yeah.
energetic. I love it. I wish I could have made that song. If
That's
I was a musical person.
Yeah.
That shit.
What about you, Riley?
That's dope.
I like that.
Oh, I would say more recently because I feel like we're pressured to not say recent songs because it's they haven't proved themselves. But I'm gonna jump out and say
Yeah.
that Post Malone Sway Lee song "Sunflower."
Yeah,
I think that's the best song made in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Personally, it's beautiful and the message of it is amazing. So
Yeah.
that one and then Africa by Toto.
Oh,
Oh,
that is a good song. That is such a good song.
If I could just be in a studio the first time that melody was played and just with my 70s porno mustache and my fucking little satin shit and my chains and shit and just being there I'd go fucking nuts. That would be a whole maybe cocaine weed in Miami. I don't know what was going on 70s, 80s.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised y'all didn't say Billie Jean.
Billie Jean.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
y'all
I'm a
didn't say-
huge Michael fan, but
I was waiting for Man in the Mirror, to be honest, if anything, from Michael.
Yeah. I just feel like the global impact a lot of the songs
Okay.
off of the Thriller album had.
yeah,
Like to be
Very true.
Quincy Jones
Yeah.
in the 80s. Let's just start there. To be
Yeah.
Quincy Jones in the 80s.
yeah. Have you seen the Quincy Jones documentary?
Yes.
Good.
Monster.
Good.
It was a monster
You
for
should
me.
watch it. You should watch
Absolutely. What's the next question, bro?
Let's see. If coffee was illegal.
Cool.
You'd be a fucking federal
Nope.
incarcerated
Yeah,
motherfucker. You'd be Pablo Escobar coffee, bro.
No.
I drank 6 cups of coffee today.
That's disgusting.
If coffee was illegal, what do you think its street name would be?
Nigga, some of them beans.
The bean. Yeah, the bean.
Nigga, some of them beans.
Some of the beans.
With some beans.
And I'm trying to get grounded.
Yeah.
You might have just did something.
I'm trying to be grounded so I can get lifted. Let's see.
Okay.
Let me hold some beans. Let's look for one side. That is sick.
That was a good one. Next question. 'Cause
Come on, next question.
Son, are these grounds in your...
we got
Are
2
these
more.
grounds? Dad,
2.
I need to study for my homework test tomorrow.
Motherfucker got him in his his bookmark.
Yeah.
In a little envelope, he's shaking him.
Look at some of the beans.
Jesus.
You want some of these beans, nigga?
Oh my god.
Chew them and shit, breaking your teeth and shit.
Y'all y'all tired.
I live for
I
that.
live.
Okay, let's see. Second to last question. If you were an inanimate object, what would you be?
A fucking katana.
The first thing that came to mind was a pencil.
Okay.
I don't know why. I said
Or a lethal
pencil.
set of nunchucks.
But now that I think about it, I'd probably say a film camera.
Okay.
That's so much about y'all. Wow. That
No,
just shows
yeah.
who the fuck you are.
Okay,
that was
it
the
really
fastest
did.
question. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we
Actually, no. Beans was low key fast.
Yeah.
You came at me. I was
Like you got for like 5 seconds. Like
If a
Beans.
motherfucking wizard came in and like that question, like the one about us, if we could be any inanimate object, if they just did it, we see a camera and a katana just go.
Yeah,
like
for
literally
real.
dead ass.
Oh my god.
The lens would break. Right.
All right. Last question. Kiss, marry, kill. Ready?
So we ain't fucking none now.
I mean, we're keeping it.
We gotta keep it
Can I fuck? Who I marry?
We don't have.
So how does that work? Do you give us
She better
names?
Yes.
Yeah.
We give you.
Yes.
Here we go.
Baby
Who are the names, girl? What are they?
Beyonce.
Okay.
What is it? Marry, kill. What?
Kiss.
Kiss, marry, kill.
Kiss,
Marry,
marry,
kill.
Mhm.
Beyonce.
Mhm.
Nicki Minaj.
Mhm.
Isaac Burris.
What?
Nicki Minaj, Isaac Burris,
Damn.
Mary.
Y'all got me fucked up.
Damn.
My name? My name? Isaac! What?
Well, Isaac.
You're
is my friend.
important.
Isaac is my friend. I'm also not gay,
These are facts.
but I'm also not
Doesn't matter.
homophobic enough to kill him before I kiss him.
Yeah, I'm
So,
like,
so I
I would
think
definitely
Speak
kill.
on
So I think I'd marry Beyonce,
Okay.
That's yes.
kill Nikki,
Oh no, not Nikki.
and I'd kiss Isaac. To be honest.
Yeah, mine is the same thing.
Fair.
Exactly the same thing. Yeah.
Closed mouth.
Yeah.
Nikki, I'm sorry. We love
I
you,
would want to marry
but
Nicki Minaj. I would marry Beyonce.
I want to go on the record. I love Nicki Minaj. I think she is the best female rapper to ever exist.
period.
I really do. I really do. I really do.
Period.
Now, but here's the thing though. She overshadows herself.
She does.
As someone who gives artists multiple opportunities, you're looking at someone who's still. I play R. Kelly music. I'm sorry. Like it's good. It's good. It's good. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna deny that.
Okay, it's good. There's a couple.
I'm not either, but
Every time I listen
don't
to
listen
it-
to it.
Okay, here's the thing though. I also play songs that I know he didn't only write.
Still doesn't matter.
Look, like I said, that's just a difference of creative opinion. Like I
you're
said,
right.
I believe art, once you create it, is no longer yours. So I don't believe those R. Kelly songs to be his songs.
Okay.
I don't.
Now that's
for us.
now that's
That's for
fair.
us.
That's valid.
That's
Those are my
very
convictions. I
fair.
can't really change those.
Mhm.
But when it comes to Nicki Minaj, I want to always be like, yes, Nicki. I'm Team Nicki over Cardi, but in the public, I'm Team Cardi over Nicki because secretly I root for her. But then like she just does some shit. I'm like, you know how to do that. Why are you responding? Like if you would just drop a dope song, do a dope video, and don't respond to no haters, I swear people would want to put
If
her.
Nikki
above
won her
Cardi.
business.
Yes. Nikki, we love you. You probably won't hear this, but please, if I'm famous in 5 years and then this gets resurfaced on some stupid shit, just please know that I love you and you just need to just quit the antics because you're one of the best artists to ever live, period.
Amen. Now that's a word.
Yes. So many artists stay out the way and aren't nearly in your position. So if you just stay out the way a little bit,
It'll help.
yeah. And I ain't gonna give you advice. You got fucking hella money and you hella successful. You got.
Because she probably
guys,
Every piece counts, even though
Yeah,
she might
yeah.
not appreciate
she don't.
Exactly.
She don't know about it.
It's-
So do we agree though? On the,
Yeah,
Kiss
we
Mary
have the
Kill.
same. We have the same.
Okay, come
I
on.
love you, Nikki.
Yes, we love you, Nikki. Always.
but I don't know you, so I gotta kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same.
If I kill
Now
Beyonce,
that's
Isaac will be mad at me if
respect,
I kill Beyonce. So
Yeah.
The whole world.
See, these are smart men in here.
Okay.
you gotta move.
Okay,
You
it's called
gotta move.
Okay,
hashtag brain
accordingly.
meats.
Gotta
Listen,
move accordingly.
hashtag brain meats. Okay, they're
Okay.
working. Listen.
Well, that was the last question I had.
Well, all right.
That was juicy. I like that.
Mm.
And on that note,
Juicy brains, young creatives.
Okay.
okay,
Y'all want some beans?
Hey, he creative. Come on.
I think that's a wrap.
Some marijuana.
I'm packed.
Young creatives.
Young creatives, y'all.
They here.
Again, thank you
They're amazing.
so much for being here with us tonight.
Yes.
On
Thank
this
you for
very-
having us.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course. Our
absolutely.
first guest. I'm so
Okay,
glad it
on
was
this,
I'm
very,
honest.
on this very late
I'm
now
honest.
We're
Sunday
honored.
It
morning.
doesn't even feel like it's that late.
Okay. Made me forget I was tired.
Yeah, we have about an hour.
Okay.
maybe 10 minutes.
I'm your brother though.
Before I get out of here, I got some shameless plugs real quick.
Come on, plug.
Come on.
Okay, so we got a film coming out in the next, 4 to 5 months.
Ooh.
Can't review it. Can't reveal the title yet, but it's a superhero movie. It's the first ever superhero movie in Iowa. We got a good budget for it. It's not gonna be no fucking hacksaw amateur shit. We
Okay.
spending hours, days, months,
Mhm.
close to a year preparing for this.
We're shooting a scene later on today for that.
Yeah, we're literally shooting a scene in about 12 hours.
Well,
We had to start preparing in like 12 hours.
Exclusive.
more like 18 hours. Yeah.
Anyways.
12 hours.
I got an album coming out. So let me just speedroll this. Superhero movie this summer. Album from Riley Mobs this summer. Sandfest Festival. Isaac Burris performing all of T1 this summer. England this summer to
This fall.
This fall.
Technically, I mean,
Yeah.
mid-August to like late.
Depending on how that
September,
bank account looking, you know.
Come on,
Yeah.
England to do a
my film, my hour film.
Yeah.
It's an hour.
I was gonna say what kind of film, but good. It's different. It's different, and we'll be looking for extras. So if you're in the England area, in the
Manchester
fall-
specifically.
Manchester
Oh,
specifically.
shout out Manchester.
Yeah.
God bless
Hey,
y'all.
yes.
Yeah, so stay tuned, Young Creatives, Facebook, Instagram.
Yes.
Alright.
Follow them, y'all.
Okay.
Thank you. And we'll
All the
follow
social
you
medias.
Yeah.
Facts.
everywhere you go.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
We are
Go.
going to dip. So listen, may you leave feeling inspired. May you leave hopefully
Knowing your
blessed.
purpose.
Knowing your purpose.
Yes.
Facts on that.
Don't be
If
afraid to
not
ask
thinking
what
about
your
your
purpose
purpose
is.
and
Think about it.
pursuing your purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can always
you
change
already
it as
know.
well.
Yes.
Amen to that.
Come on.
Mhm.
All right. So without further ado, y'all, please be grounded to get lifted.
Okay.
Amen.
Yeah, good.
And you're good. And that is a wrap. Stay smooth.
Be